Wow. Woo! Aw, what? Did you miss me? No, don't lie. Tell the truth. Each and every one of you. Come on. Be honest. I haven't even unpacked my hats yet. I'm wearing my Brown Golfers Association hat. Woo! Often imitated, never duplicated. That fool with no hair that shouts like Ric Flair. What? Woo! The R8RBEAR! Look, I unpacked this though. Put foots in them. You gotta unpack the putting foots in them. Just had to be done. I don't know why the my spotlight like messes with that. Hold on, let me move that a little bit. There we go. I can see it. I can't like make out the white letters. Oh, okay, there it goes. And there's Bo Jackson as usual, pushing through the line. No regard for anyone else's life. Alexa, stop. So what's up, fam? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you all. I just came on randomly to say what's up and let you see what I've been up to. Getting the studio up to tightness. Soon I will be able to have guests on that will be able to sit behind me on this lovely sofa I have back here and be able to interview certain people, and they'll have their own mics and they'll be able to chill. And it's going to be kind of like a casual chill. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands so much right now, but let's go backwards the other way. But chill and talk about Raider football. I'm going to have some different guests on. It's going to be fun. You know, the usual stuff, but a little bit more of it. I have a new touchdown celebration I've been working on. I think you guys are going to really like. And Mama Bear is getting more involved with me with it, which is always a blast. And so it should be a lot of fun. So anyway, here I am. First show in Arizona. That's right. For those of you who don't know, I am no longer in Kakalaki. I am in Arizona now, broadcasting from Arizona for the very first time. And I just wanted to do a little prove it run real quick because I had to set up my computer and get all my stuff going. And I tried to do it the last couple days, and I had some foo bars coming up, but I was able to work that out, meaning Mama Bear was. I'm not technically savvy, okay? I'm not some guy that's going to lie to you and go, oh, yeah, I booted up my 3.0, blah, blah, blah. I don't know any of that, okay? You might as well be speaking Japanese. When someone says, oh, we have to defrag your hard drive, I'm like, do it. You know, that's about how much input, how much work I put into defragging my hard drive. You there, person who knows that kind of stuff, do it, and I pay you. So what's up? Yeah, Anthony Provencio. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show on this lovely Friday evening. And it's still hot. It's smoking. It's still smoking out here in Arizona. I think we're still in the low 90s or something like that. 91 or 90, something like that. It was like 93, 95 all day. I'm from California, okay? That stuff don't bother me. I'm from the heat, okay? I was born in it. I'm sub-Saharan by nature, okay? Not just by skin tone. And I like it here. So far, I really like it here. I'm having a blast. The people are really nice. The only thing I can say, and I know I'm going to offend some people because I know, because I always do, and I I have some people on here that live out here in Arizona with me, so now I got to watch my back. But California food is way better than Arizona food. I'm sorry, it's not even close. It's not even close. The taco trucks, it's not even close. And I'll be honest with you, this is going to sound weird to you, but I even tried some of the common food chains, and they're different too. I was really surprised. Most of you will probably be familiar with El Pollo Loco. Okay, so Mama Bear and I, we like El Pollo Loco. We would order it, you know, once a week. You know what I mean? Every once in a while more than that. And so we know their menu. We've ordered quite a few items off of it. So we know what they taste like, we know what we like, and we know what we don't like. So we found an El Polo Loco out here. I'll be brief. I found an El Polo Loco out here, and we ordered some of the same food we always order, and it tasted totally different. It was odd. The soup they make, it was like a little bit more watery. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that to sound like, like it was trash. It wasn't like it was just water. It wasn't a good soup. It was still eatable. I ate it. It was just off. There was just something about it. The seasoning, the thickness of the roux of the soup. It wasn't the same. And just, I noticed it instantly. And I was just like, all right, this isn't, what I'm used to, but it's not bad, so I'm going to eat it. It was lunch. Went to a couple different taco trucks out here with Hispanic, male and female people working in them. And it still tasted, I was shocked, being so close to Mexico. I thought I'd find a truck out here that's banging. And so far I've been to 4 and they've all been average at best. The one I went to today was the best. Yeah. All right. So anyway, on to football business. I'll just say hi to everyone real quick. Lucky Pace, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Always there supporting the Raider Bear. Ramiro Cashflow Castro checking in from YouTube. And all my YouTubers that are watching, please take a moment. It's free. So subscribe to Raider Bear Live on YouTube, please. You'd be really helping me out, raising that profile. I'm just going to be blunt with you. That's what I'm doing. And on Facebook, if you would, consider a subscription to Raider Bear Family Page. Now, that one is $5 a month. But what you're doing by giving me $5 a month is helping me really save lives. And I do a lot of work, and I've been doing it for years now, but I've really stepped on the gas the last 2.5 years. We're feeding the homeless all the time. We're working with St. Jude's directly, saving babies with cancer. We've been working with the Kind Fund, Kids in Need of Desks, KIND. It's in Africa. It puts kids in school, of which we have put in 28 kids in school. We pledged to do 13 in a year, and we ended up getting 28. So pretty exciting stuff. We're working on some other stuff, but right now we're really focused on St. Jude's. Got over 4,000, approaching $5,000 raised already for this year. I apologize. I have to make a correction because I actually said on a show not too long ago that we were close to 6,000. That was incorrect. We were close to 5,000. And so we'll get 6,000 and we'll probably go past that, but not yet. We haven't quite yet. John LaJoy, what's up? Welcome to the show. Corinna Trujillo, always there for a Raider Bear. Candy Dimnioski, what's up, girl? Bob Standard, what's up, brother? The Oakland A's have been winning, Bob Standard. In fact, they gave it to your Atlanta Braves. We had a 3-game series with you guys, and we took 2. And the third game was good. It was a pretty good game. I think you beat us 6-4 or something like that. That's my kind of baseball. You know what I mean? I don't need 12 runs or anything crazy like that, but you got to get somewhere around 3-5 runs. To me, that's not obscene. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that hockey's not, pure unless it's 2-1. They think soccer, AKA European football, isn't good unless it's, 2-2 or 3-2, that kind of thing. And, no, I'm not with that. If you can get 6 goals, go get it. You know what I mean? So I'm not a purist in that way. I know a lot of sports, they still want to stay, we score slow and blah, 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 but the truth is, I'm not with that. Even though I'm getting older, I like to think that I'm not like older people in the sense of, I see change and change is coming and I go with it. I don't say, get off my lawn. I'm an old person. We must do things like they did in the old days. And you hear all these NBA players and they sound ridiculous to me when they talk about, it was tougher in our day and it was this and it was that in our day. So what? I mean, no, honestly, I looked right at a veteran player one time and I said, so what? You know what I mean? I'm just sick of that argument. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, I'm getting tired of hearing like Charles Barkley and Shaq and some of these other older players. And they come in and they start bitching about how they didn't make as much money back then, but the quality of basketball was better. Well, too bad. You were born in the wrong era. You know what I mean? Would you be whining that argument if you were one of these guys coming in now? No, you wouldn't. You'd take the money just like they are, and you'd go out and do average basketball just like they are. I mean, they're right about that. I mean, the product has been watered way down. You just don't see great basketball really anymore, except from a handful of teams. If you look at the entirety of the NBA, there's maybe 5 teams, 6 tops that really genuinely have a chance to win a title and actually be a winning team that at wherever you live, you feel like it's worthy of spending your money on their season tickets and that sort of thing. And, Yeah. So, Anthony Provencio, where did I get the bear from? I was born in California and I love bears. And if you look at the California flag, not the American flag, obviously I love that too, but the California Republic flag, it has a grizzly bear, which is kind of odd because short, quick story. The grizzly bear used to be kind of like well, it wasn't kind of used to be, it was the national animal, so to speak, of California. It was a grizzly bear. What few people know, though, is that grizzly bears were killing so many Californians that they had to start literally exterminating bears. And they don't like to talk about our history when it's stuff that makes us look bad. But there were a lot of Americans out there, and they just killed so many bears. It made they were piling up on a heap because back then, 1950s, 1960s, when they would kill that many animals, they would just throw them on into a big pile and then light it all on fire and just burn it all to the ground, just make it all ash and then clean up the mess. And that's what they did. They piled hundreds of thousands of bears onto this huge pile and just burned them all. And they killed virtually every bear that's in California. But it was a problem. It really was. I mean, there were newspaper articles from way back in the 50s and 60s that just basically said another person was grabbed and killed by a bear today. You know what I mean? It would happen like routinely. So they had to do something about it. So, what's up, Mama Bear? Oh, you got Poe with you too. What's up, Bear? So I got it from that. My two favorite things in the world are the Raiders, and I love bears. Not like teddy bears. I'm a teddy bear for Mama Bear, but I love real bears, big grizzlies. I love the small-faced bear. If you've never heard of the small or short-faced bear, look it up. You'll be really excited when you see it on YouTube. It was like the king of all animals for quite a while. Mom Bear, what's up?
What about the Cali bear?
Khalifa's bear.
Cali bear. Do you have the timer on the wrist?
Mm-hmm. If you actually hit the timer button, it'll just flash and it'll show it to you. Whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger, except for bears. Bears will just kill you. I'm going to put that on my front door. Dead serious. All right. So anyway, Anthony Provencio, that's where I got that from. Love the Raiders. I love bears. Raider bear. And it just sounded right. I just think it sounds cool. And I mean, even though we have an eagle for the American eagle, I'm just like, Raider eagle, eagle Raider. Didn't fit, Stop trying to tackle Bo Jackson. He's not having all your loving, okay? The moment he wants to break free and score a touchdown, he will. Oh, wow. It's 92 where you're at, Bob. That's insane. Ellis Irving, what's up? Welcome to the show. Joe Caetano, always in the house for Raider Bear. What's up? Nicholas Maida. What's up, Nicholas? Welcome to the show. Oh, look at Naked Raiders watching.
Wow. Hi, Michael.
Mike Hendu Henderson. What's up, Mike? Welcome to the show. San Francisco Giants have been winning lately also. Nicholas Maida, the Giants have always been pretty good. Even when they have up and down years, they've always been kind of steady. You know what I mean? So they may not win the title, but I've never really seen, you don't really see too many years where the Giants suck. You know what I mean? It's been a while since the Giants were just bad. You know what I mean? They always seem to be a scrappy little team, or they're pretty good. You know what I mean? Steeler Val, what's up? Welcome to the show. And I know that's you, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Bob Standard. Appreciate the love, brother. I really do. That is cool, isn't it, John? Hey, Bear, why did you move to Arizona? Tony Savecca. What's up, Tony? Welcome to the show. I always love that car, man. Your profile picture is dope. It's a 50 Deuce, right? At least I think it is. That's gorgeous. Anyway, Tone, I did it because I like making money. No. Well, actually, that really did have a lot to do with it. But I mean, it had a lot to do with the fact that the house is just immaculate. You know what I mean? And then just to give you guys a tip too. If I was ever going to give you guys a tip, right, that was free, that I don't want you guys hold me responsible for, but Arizona, in a certain part of Arizona, I'm not going to say where, you guys have to figure that out, but in a certain part of Arizona, Bill Gates has bought a ton of land. He's going to build like a whole nother city in Arizona. And it just so happens that where it's going to be at, I don't know, after the bear looked it up and realized it would be right next door to me. So basically everyone and anyone that has property that's next to Bill Gates's new land that he's building, our property values are going to skyrocket. And so sooner or later, one day I'll do something with this house too. and just move on, make a bunch more money, nice little nut, and then take care of my daughter's wedding and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But that's really all it's about. You know what I mean? I just want to make what I make until I can pay all my bills, never have to worry about that stuff. And I'm close to it now. I'm close to it now. I'm close to the point where, I can just do my thing with my podcast. My wife can do her thing with her insurance thing. And my daughter can just live here like a princess. No matter how old she gets, I can just keep taking care of her until she's ready to fly the coop. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the type that shoves them out. You know what I mean? Even my boys, I let them live here until they could really get on their feet. Now they're all on their feet. So Michael Guerrero, I would even give you a bear hug if you were Mr. Naked Raider. I really would. Jim Vanderlyn, bear! Even if you were naked, Michael Guerrero, I'd do it. I've known you too long. No gay stuff here. Although that would be okay. I don't have a problem with gay stuff. I have a really good friend that's gay that I happen to spend a lot of time with back in the day. And so people start to question. I'm like, okay, ease up now, okay? I just like the guy a lot. He's a cool dude. Hello there, Bear. I'm upset with my Miami Heat, shaking my head. Hello, Raider Nation. Breeze, Raider Nation. Breeze, you can't be upset with the Miami Heat. And I hate to make this excuse for them because it sounds like an excuse. But no matter how their season ends at this point, it's a win. You know what I mean? Because obviously no one expected them to get this far. Obviously, getting as far as they have has been highly improbable. But add to that it's been incredible. I mean, their comebacks and how they've been fighting back to beat the Bucks the way they did and the Celtics. It's insane. This is a team that got beat by the Hawks. Was within a whisker of going home. And then got on a roll, got hot, and the rest has been amazing. You know what I mean? But you're facing a team that's just better than you. You know what I mean? The Nuggets are just better. And then when you get to brass tacks, they're just better. And then also the only way the Miami Heat can beat any team, not just the Nuggets, but any team, is they have to out scrap them because they're not a finesse team. They don't have a lot of 3-point shooters. They really only, in my opinion, have two. Okay, Strauss, whatever that kid's name is, and Robinson. And that's really it, because Hero's not in. Jimmy Robinson, every once in a while. Vincent, every once in a while. You know what I mean? But really, they only really have two archers, real genuine 3-point shooters. And they've been kind of off and on. And so you get that, and that's a recipe to lose. But, whatever, you got to tip your hat to them just for the season that they've had. So. Okay, John, I don't really have the latest rumors on the Raiders because there's not really too much talk about that going on right now because it's quiet. We're in OTA, so everyone's just really celebrating football and team being at OTAs. But the hottest rumor I would say that's still going on right now is people still want to know, is Hunter Renfrow going to get moved? Because everything you did made it look like you were going to move Josh Jacobs, and they didn't do it. Now, was that because they changed their mind or they just couldn't find the right deal? Who knows? But what we do know is that he then had the season of his life. By most people's opinion, is the best running back in football right now. And so now the price went up even higher than it was before. So now, in my opinion, Josh has solidified his position. He's going to put Josh McDaniels in a rock and a hard place where Josh McDaniels and his general manager, Dave Ziegler, do not like paying players for past production. In other words, all these great 4 years he's had, we're supposed to pay him for that. He's already done all that stuff, and he didn't do it for Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. One season, but it was the build-up season where, no one really expected them to go to the Super Bowl or doing anything in the playoffs or anything like that. We were all excited about it as Raider fans, but no one else expected that from the outside looking in. Usually that's an indicator. Even if you say that all the fans out there hate the Raiders, it's not really true, especially not with all the press that's out there too. So if the press gets on board and says, hey, look out for the Raiders this year, blah, 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 then you want to start to wonder, okay, maybe we are as good or better than I think we are as a fan. Because as fans, we're biased. I'm sometimes biased. There are times when if I think something's close and I think, okay, it could go the Raiders' way or the other team's way, I'm going the Raiders' way. I'm a Raider fan. I can't help that. You know what I mean? But I'll usually say that too. I won't tell you guys, hey, go gamble on the Raiders today. And I'm, telling you all that just from the heart. You know what I mean? If I feel like they're going to win because they have the better team, they're going to outrun a team. They're playing, let's say, the Bengals on the road, but the Bengals have injuries and I know that. And so now I think the Raiders are going to win. Then I'm giving you a genuine, prognostication. I'm giving you a genuine analysis. As a rule, though, I tend to lean with the Raiders. All right, let's see. At least the Giants were able to get the needed. Yeah. Arnold Olor. I always butcher your name. I'm sorry, Arnold. Olorvita. Olorvita. I just have to see it better, and sometimes I try to read it fast, and I go. Arnold Olorvita. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. And yes, it is good that they got their stadium. Hi, Tommy. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Let's see. Oh, so Raider, honestly, I can't wait to have you over either, bro. It is hot, but I'm telling you, it's so nice. And the place I have now, I'm kind of setting it up. I'm trying to set it up to where if we had a TNBC thing and you wanted to have some people come over and we like picked a certain Sunday, like, I don't know. I think it's next season we play the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if we have them on our schedule this year, but if we did, I would say, okay, we'll pick that game. I'll get the house ready. You guys come over and we'll just party up and watch the game at my place, have barbecue, and, have a great time watching the game. And then as soon as the game's over, I kick all of you out. No, that's not a joke. Eric Bell says the Heat suck. Well, everyone has their opinions. All right, let's see. Drove through Modesto the other day and thought about you guys. Appreciate that, Nicholas Maida. In fact, I hate to say this, but there's been a couple times where I've gotten up and still thought like, hey, go to this store. And it's Modesto thought. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do that now. Okay, so moving forward, OTAs. Right now, Trey Turner is getting everyone really excited at OTAs. He's doing a few things. His speed and seeing it in person is different than saying, hey, he can run a 4.4, blah, blah, blah. All of that's true. But when you see it in person, in camp, amongst teammates, against coverage and things like that, it's like, okay. And so Trey Turner is drawing some eyes to him, getting some Raiders to comment, and basically say, hey, if we can get this guy on the right page with us in our offense, sky's the limit. The word I keep hearing repeated every time anyone brings him up is the word smart. And I love that. It just gave me a big smile when I first saw that. I noticed I read 3 different articles that were just talking about that kid, and they just kept saying, oh, Trey Turner, he's going to be nice for the Raiders. Great speed, good size, very intelligent player. So in other words, they bring that up and then say he'll be able to pick up on what Josh McDaniels is, coaching, because the kid is bookroom smart on top of being a physical specimen. I was like, and I will keep admitting, I did not like the Trey Turner pick. I'm the first person, I'm the first person to say, hey, when I did a good pick, if I said, hey, this guy's going to be this or that, I want my credit. But at the same time, when I say, hey, this guy's going to suck, and then he doesn't, I have to admit those kind of things sometimes. And so I would admit I missed on Trey Turner, because if he turns out to be a baller, I can tell you honestly, when we picked him, where we picked him, I thought it was foolish. I thought we could have got him in a later round. I thought we not only could have got him in a later round, but why were we getting another wide receiver, especially a slot one, when what we really needed was some more, pressure on whoever's going to be the number 2. Because right now it just looks like it's going to be that kid, Jacoby Meyer, that they brought in from the Patriots back in the day. And I don't really have a problem with that. He's just not impactful. You know what he's going to bring already. You don't have to say, oh, Bear, we'll wait and see what he brings during the season. No, we don't have to do that. We already know what he is. He's a big possession receiver. He's a lot. And just to give you guys a visual, he's Michael Crabtree, basically. He's basically Michael Crabtree. That's what you brought in. And so if you think about Michael Crabtree right now, you say, okay, he was nice though, but he did not have elite speed. He had good hands and he had good route running skills. And he was one of those guys that played football like basketball, in the sense of he plays like a power forward. He puts his body between himself, the defensive back, and the ball, so that they don't have an opportunity to intercept it or swipe at his arms without really causing a flag to be thrown in most instances, especially now where there's so much more leaning toward the offense getting the call than the defense in football to keep scores up and to keep the ball moving. Because, the NFL is feeling pressure because they know other sports like baseball and hockey and basketball especially are going about rule changes and different aspects of modifying their sport so that it gets even more exciting, more scoring. You're seeing that in soccer. MLS soccer in the United States is getting bigger now. We're starting to get a lot more international players, and then they got the biggest of all time in Lionel Messi just recently. So you see what I'm saying here. Okay. Mr. Bear, did you like my writing assignment that mommy gave me, or are you doing it? No, I was really cool. I thought it was really cool, Tommy, and I want you to tell me when you complete it. Let me know how it goes. Is it mandatory camp? Will Jacobs sign? I want to keep Jacobs even though Dalvin Cook is available. Bob Standard, as far as the Dalvin Cook thing, I'm just going to treat that like you asked me a question. I don't like the Dalvin Cook thing. I never like it when you look at a guy. I mean, look at Chris Paul. I hate to keep using basketball analogies here, but I know both sports really well. But Chris Paul is the perfect example of what I'm getting at. Chris Paul is all pro. He has veteran Hall of Famer knowledge. He has all the skills you could need in every way, passing, dribbling, plays defense. He's smart. He can shoot the three. He brings it all. But he also brings an injury of some sort every single season without failure, every single year. And I just don't understand signing guys that do that. And Dalvin Cook is one of those guys that he flat out, it doesn't matter whether it's week 4 or week 2 or week 8, somewhere sooner or later, he's going to pull this or tear that, and he's going to miss games. And, could I make that argument about just about any running back? Sure. You know what I mean? But in his instance, it's a lot. And it's you could set your time to it. Just say, okay, 3 months from now, week 7, snap. It's going to be something, shoulder, elbow, knee, ankle, and he's going to miss 2, maybe more games. Pass. And you get that with Josh anyway, but I feel like Josh is the better back, so I wouldn't want a Dalvin on the cheap, and then I can't get the kind of yards out of him that I was getting before. Eric Bell, I did move. Bear, did you already warn the neighbors about the 4 touchdown shouts? All right, since you guys are asking, I'll just, and since you're asking, and I've had other people asking, I'm not reading the question, but I read this one, so I'll answer it. I am going to modify my touchdown shout because those of you who know what an HOA is, you know where I'm going. But for those of you who don't know what an HOA is, I'll explain briefly. It's a homeowners association. And what that means is that the city, or excuse me, the neighborhood you live in is under a type of neighborhood watch. So you have to have good behavior as far as you can't break certain rules that the HOA has. So, for example, if I decide I want to park my car in the front yard, jack it up on a jack, pull off a tire, and start changing the brakes, I get in trouble for that. You can't do that. You can't work on your car in front of your house or in the street or any of that kind of stuff. Now, if you're in your garage with the garage door shut, you can do that. But you can't do it with the garage door even open. If you have the garage door open and you're playing music loud enough for your neighbors to hear it and they complain, you'll get in trouble. There's a lot of little rules like that. Even if, like, when you go to get your satellite dish in your new home, you can just put it wherever you want. Here, they had rules about where I could put my satellite dish. I know all that sounds like Russian or something, but it's really not that big a deal. And then the amount I pay for it is nothing. It's not even a grip. It's not even $100. So it's nice though, because I live in a neighborhood for the first time in my life that has police in it, and they don't harass you. They actually look for kids to just give tickets to that are in, beat up jalopies or illegal aliens, so to speak, which I hate saying because I think that's really rude and insulting. But to people driving without insurance and things like that, they pull people over that they think are that kind of high risk people. But me, I drive by and they wave at me. I stop at stoplights and they give me the salute, and they're nice. I haven't had any problem. I've never lived in a neighborhood in my entire life that was policed. It's I don't know. I guess I'm in kind of a high-end neighborhood now. I told Mama Bear, I said, I've never seen this many police that weren't like arresting someone or responding to a call.
I just walked outside and I was watering the plants, and literally as I walked out the front door, one of those big SUV cops was patrolling through the neighborhood. I was like, okay, that's Friday night patrol.
I mean, haven't you ever had like your car broken into?
Dead silent out here.
Yeah. Haven't you ever had like your car broken into in front of your house? I have, when I lived in Livermore back in the day. And things like that. And now with this neighborhood we live in, we wouldn't even worry about that because they legitimately like drive through our neighborhood all day and night. I mean, can you think of a time that we've come back and forth from our house and not seen a cop?
No,
I've seen one every single time.
Always patrolling everywhere.
So when I come back down my main street, I see him. When I come down the connecting street, I see him. When I pass the high school that we have by here, I see him in the parking lot scanning, seeing if anyone's speeding. And, I don't roll like that. I'm chill. I mean? I go low and slow because I like people to see me coming. I'm not about all that fast and furious stuff.
Customize license plates so you don't
Yeah.
on the radar.
Yeah. It's not like if someone complained and the police said, "What was his license plate?" They'd be like, "Oh, it was real simple, Raider Bear. It ain't HR2VDN 788. No, none of that. Raider Bear." Who was with him? Ma Raider. Raider Ma. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to let it go. I just wanted to come on and say hello. I apologize that I took so long to get back on. As you can see, I'm just now starting to get stuff back up. I don't have my wall finished yet. I still have a lot of stuff that I have to put up on the wall. I have a lot of Christmas cards and memorabilia from you guys that you've sent to me that I really love. And so I'm going to start pinning all that up soon. And every once in a while, you'll see Mama Bear working next to me because her little work area is right over here. So there's that. Huh?
Sounds good.
I appreciate that. Mama Bear, my executive producer, got me up and rolling while I was cooking in the kitchen. So we reversed roles for the night. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. And I will be back on Monday. That's Monday, 8 o'clock as usual. And I will pick up for supporters only again at 4 o'clock. I'm going to just basically say that I'm going to try and come on as often as I can at 4 o'clock for my supporters, as opposed to in the past where I would go Wednesday through Thursday or Wednesday to Friday. What I'm just going to do now is try to come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Whenever I can, I'm going to come on at 4 for my supporters. So just make sure you have that subscribe bell clicked on for YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing to Raider Bear Live. If you're not subscribing to Raider Bear Live on Facebook, that's okay. Just click on the reminder bell and it'll get back to you. And the next time I'm doing my show, you'll get that notification. All right, you guys, much love. Mama Bear, I'm going to let it go. You want to say bye to everybody? Bye to everybody.
Have a great weekend. Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Where's Bo Jackson? Is he actually on the sofa and we just can't see him because he's so black?
I think he's in the front of the
Yeah. He can actually sit on that futon and we can't see him. It's amazing because even his eyes are black, like his heart and his soul. Alexa, resume. Nah, see, she's not with it because if you let it go too long, and Alexa, resume. See, she doesn't remember what I had her play last. She doesn't remember what I had her play last. All right, much love. That's my show, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Shout out to our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard for all you do. The energy and love of this show is dedicated to your sacrifice. Often active and veteran. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow or see you Monday. Much love. Raider Bear family page. Peace. Peace. Double peace. Come on, boys. Say bye. Say peace. Look at Bo. You can't even see him. Look at that. It's like a shadow's crawling up your chest. I'm going to be that shadow next.